Yes, a repeat of last year's final. Not last year, rather the last edition final in 2012. South Africa against Pakistan. The Rainbow Nation prevailed on that occasion. Here, very different circumstances, very different types of teams from both South Africa and Pakistan. But nonetheless, as we've seen so far, they've both had reasonable winning starts. South Africa 2 out of 2. Pakistan also looking to make it the same. Toss won by Aubrey Schwanepel, the captain of South Africa, and he decided to throw the cat among the pigeons and bat first. Sohail Tanvir obviously wanted to do the same, but realizing that he can defend any score with his bowling lineup. So we've got the two stronger suits out there. South Africa's batting and Pakistan's bowling up first in the first 5 overs. So that'll make interesting viewing. Uwais Shah alongside me.
Yes, I think it will, but I think predominantly you will see teams wanting to chase because of the nature of the ground. You can hit boundaries at will almost. So I can see as the game progresses, as the tournament progresses, you'll see a lot more guys wanting to chase. But like you said, South Africa won the toss and elected to bat. They also got that very good death bowler in young Adams, who did a mighty very good job against the MCC earlier on. So here we are.
Obviously very strategic from South Africa. They're going to place the ball, try and get the... Oh dear, he made a bit of a mess of that. Did he have a foot over the line there? It was very close. I wonder if they're going to have another look at that. The umpires had a little chat with the keeper. I guess they're happy with it. No, he's given 4. He's given 4. Yes, look at his boot. It was over the line, and definitely there's no question about that. He didn't have any way to get out of that one.
He certainly didn't. I'm surprised the fielder didn't stand up and just say, look, it is a definite 4. I mean, that practically his whole body was over the rope. So, yeah, 4 runs off the first ball of the game.
Sarel Erwi. Opening with Sumila Seibokwe. They've all had their turn. They've all had some big hits in this tournament. They started off really well, putting runs on the board and putting pressure on the opposition. The bowling hasn't been the best, so they need to put runs on the board. And if they can do it against this quality Pakistan bowling lineup, they'll be very pleased, because Pakistan in all forms of the game had been known to be a little brittle when it comes to chasing.
Yeah, for sure. But you also, one thing you do get with Pakistan cricketers is a lot of skill. You see a lot of skill on display. You see Mohammad Sami there. He's trying to get the ball to shape away from the batsman, obviously back into the left-hander. But I think also as the game progresses, as the tournament progresses, we will see a lot more skillful guys coming into play.
Some good skill there from South Africa. Another boundary, the second of the over. We're still in the first over from Mohammad Sami.
I love that shot.
Frontline bowlers.
I love that shot. Just opens the face on contact. I think as the tournament progresses, the better teams obviously are going to come out on top. And I think you'll see better cricket shots. I think at the moment you can get away with slogging the ball, but against better attack, you've got to play proper cricket shots. And that's something that's going to be very evident as the program progresses. So we're in for a treat.
Oh, look at that. That's a bit of a treat if you like some bowling. Which fast bowler doesn't like to see the middle stump uprooted and going for a walk? Whoa.
Yeah, it's a wonderful sight for any fast bowler, any fielding team to see the ball flying out. But I tell you what, I think the batsman's missed on a juicy full toss. Playing across the line. We see the end of Erway. It's a horrible looking shot. Geez, he should have done better than that.
Yeah, there was some contact with the thigh pad probably as it went. He just swung wildly and it just brushed it and uprooted the middle stump. He won't be happy if he looks at that replay back in the dugout. Seibokwe, one of the openers, goes. Brings on Ferisco Adams. He's bowled so well for them. Now he's been given the job with the bat by his captain. Aubrey Schwanepel due to come in next. Anwar Ali.
Nicely placed there by Irway. 4 more. Again, like I said, the quality of bowling that Pakistan you have to play proper cricket shots to get boundaries. You can't just play across the line and slog and chance your arm against a top attack.
Some expensive camera equipment out there. Photographer protects it. Doesn't prevent boundaries, of course. Now that's been dealt with the way a full toss should be dealt with. Into the trees. That's what should have happened with the delivery from Mohammad Sami, the last ball of the previous over.
It's an absolute gift from Mr. Anwar. And Irway not missing out on that one, that occasion. Watches it all the way onto the bat and a clean swing off the bat.
This should be taken. The bowler wants it himself. Anwar Ali takes it. And that is the end of Irway. He is a little frustrated because how he changed the length there. The full toss went for 6, held it back a bit, changed the length completely, and the batsman was still in the same flow.
Yeah, some smart bowling there by Anwar. Held it back, bit of a slow ball, a cutter into the deck. Got it high on the bat, playing across the line. Irway and paid the price. And Anwar completing a simple catch.
He almost played a shot and a half to that. He was trying to play the same free-flowing shot he played to the previous delivery that went for 6, then realized he needs to stop, but the ball was still onto him. Simple caught and bowl for Anwar Ali. And then he blows hot and cold. 6, wicket, and then concedes a couple of gift runs.
Yeah, I'm guessing he was trying to go for the leg stump Yorker. This is the dismissal. Simple catch by Anwar Ali. Anwar Ali to Aubrey Swanepoel. Yeah, it looks like Anwar Ali's tactics are very much to try and cramp the batsman for any room, trying to angle the ball into their body. And he succeeded so far, just giving the 12 runs. So he'll be looking to get away with maybe perhaps under 16 runs in this over. If he can go for just the 2 singles, that'll be magic for Pakistan.
That has been smashed. It's not going to be under 16 because that's the second 6 of the over. But it puts things in perspective that if you do go for about 16 and you average that, 16 into 5 is 80, that is the lowest score in the tournament. So it just shows that it's not the worst over even now. Now it is. That's not a good end to the over from Anwar Ali. 22 off the over.
So 6 and a 4 to finish the over. South Africa 34 for 2 at the end of over number 2.
Such a good first over we had from Mohammad Sami. Kind of compensates for the 22-run over, so...
It does, and the captain brings himself on here, Sohail Tanveer. Bowling to Frisco Adams.
Yes, Adams was hitting it to all parts.
He was in good touch, Adams. In his first game, got 30-odd in his first game, so he'll be hoping to carry on from where he left off.
Yeah, and it all came in that one over. Lots of catching practice in the stands. Can be up against a very different bowling attack here, both Adams and Swanepoel.
Yeah, Pakistan well supported in this part of the world. To be honest, they're well supported anyway. It's a bit like the Indian fans, aren't they? Very well supported.
Yeah, Yeah, particularly back in England, you can see an India-Pakistan game be like a local derby.
It certainly is. I mean, strategically, they always try and get them to play in Birmingham, with a huge Asian population in England. And geez, I tell you what, when I've played against Pakistan at Birmingham, it felt like an away game for the England guys.
Yes, I've covered a couple of games, one England-Pakistan and one India versus England, and both times England looked like the away team completely at Edgbaston. But they've come in families, all ages. The kids have really been imbibing some of the entertainment. It's a little naughty from the Pakistan captain. He's bowled an excellent over otherwise. At this rate, South Africa only get to 73. I think nothing under 90 will do in this sort of situation.
Yeah, you can see the quality of the bowling here possessed by the Pakistan guys. Still got a lot of good bowlers still bowled there, one allotted over. You've got Sohail still to bowl. Sohail Khan, sorry, that I meant. Sohail Tanvir, who's obviously during his over, he's only conceded his 6 runs. Only the 2 sixes Pakistan have conceded in this game. So they're looking very, very in a comfortable position right now.
That's smart. That is smart play from the South Africans.
Yeah, great bit of footwork. Got it inside the line of the ball. Watched it all the way onto the bat. Didn't try to overhit it. Just let the bat do the talking.
You have to keep reminding yourself there are just 4 fielders in the field, and no one's going to have a fielder behind, either on the off or the onside. So anything to just help along is going to be 4 every time.
Yet we haven't seen too much innovation in this game. You haven't seen too many deflections. You haven't seen people trying to get ball inside the ball. You haven't seen many of those shots. Absolutely, all you've seen a lot of is ball muscled over the boundary line.
Even though we've got the man who taught Dilshan the Dil Scoop, his own brother, playing for Sri Lanka, and he's known to play the Dil Scoop better than his own brother does, but he hasn't brought it out yet. It's still in the kit bag. Sampath?
Well, he might need it if, later on if they are to progress into the finals. So Khan choosing to keep his cap on.
The good thing about this format is it gives all the teams a chance. Even someone at the bottom of the group still has a shot of jumping into the quarterfinals, getting into the plate if you're not in the main cup round. So everyone's still going to be alive, and that's one thing that'll be good for all 8 teams.
Yes, all
Adams.
very much to play for in this competition, even if you lose your first couple of games.
That's the kind of stuff that we saw from Adams in the previous game. He hit 5 of them in 1 over. This time he's just started to get going.
You saw that length ball disappear over mid-wicket. Lovely strike, lovely flow of the bat. 6 more to young Adams.
Yeah, he hit Pakistan's quickest bowler there, Sohail Khan. Wasn't very happy. Pumps up the gas a little bit.
Yes, and he got the ball to swing a little bit, which was key. The moving ball so much tougher to hit for a batsman. You see there, just gets a little bit of away shape. It's made it that much harder for young Adams to hit it to the boundary.
Yeah, he gets a boundary for that. If someone's bowling quick, someone's getting a bit of movement, and you're not able to hit it in front, just help hitting along. There's no one a third man.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you will see a lot of skill from the Pakistan players. You can see the ball swinging. That's a skill there, but such is the nature of this game. You get that thick edge and it flies down to third man for 4.
Yeah, the last game, Sohail Khan bowled the last over, so he'll leave Hamad Azam to bowl the final over of this innings. But good thinking from Sohail Tanvir, bringing his 4 frontline bowlers for the presumably the frontline batsman from South Africa.
Attempted in-swinger from Sohail Tanvir. Sorry, not Sohail Tanvir.
Sohail Khan.
Sohail Khan has been heaved away down to fine leg for 4 runs.
Off the 5 deliveries so far. South Africa will want to finish this over well, because they're still not on course for anything more than 76 at this current rate. Oh, that's on to the 3rd floor. Somebody fetched that from the roof.
That's out of it. Fresco Adams letting his back do the talking. Just eases into the shot. Have a look here. Bang! Just a free-flying cricket shot.
Yeah, that was all about good timing, and there's no better timing than to have our partners in Hublot, who've been keeping us on track in terms of getting matches finished on time. And of course, they've introduced this wonderful Big Bang innovation, where any batsman who are able to hit the Hublot signage at the far end of the ground will double their score, get 6 more runs for a maximum and make it 12. So far, no one's done it.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen. To be able to score a 12 in a game of cricket will be amazing. Again, a bit more swing for the Pakistani bowlers. Ahmad starting with just single. Makes it that much tougher for the batsman to have to play proper cricket shots if you're going to score against quality bowling. And that's what we're seeing right here, right now.
He's been the surprise package for Pakistan, while everyone's been focusing on the 4 spearheads. Oh dear, was that a direct hit from somewhere in oblivion? Yes, it was. Against the run of play, someone was yelling at somebody else that he hadn't got it to the right end. Okay, no problem, I'll just throw it from wherever I am.
Yeah, there was a confusion. I think the wicketkeeper decided to throw the ball at the wrong end. And it was the bowler who was screaming at the keeper to say, I'm calling, I'm asking you for the ball at the other end. Well, the keeper had other ideas. He decided to run the batsman out from 40 yards away.
Oh, he's got a lovely smile, does Sahibzada Farhan, and just takes his glove off. Cleans up another batsman. Huge. That is heading towards the swimming pool. That's not coming back. New ball, please. Also means that Adams has to retire.
Nice little innings there by young Adams. He's been again good touch, continuing from his bit of form that he had in his first game, which brings try to the crease. That's the last shot. That's the great beauty about this game, that you can retire and can always come back at the end. So Adams will be licking his lips to get back out there again.
Don't think he'll have enough time to do that, but that's an outside edge. Cornet is waiting. The umpire is waiting.
There was an appeal for caught behind, but we reckon it probably just bounced short of the wicketkeeper. Have another look here. Genuine nick. Looked pretty good from here, but
yeah, the bowler's going for that one. Keeps it down to just 1. Cornet Roy just picks up a single. It's going to be a leg by, so no runs to his credit. South Africa still well short, and this could be the lowest score of the tournament so far. It will be by a distance. 82 by the young under-19 Bangladesh side. Oh, yes! I was going to say, should he hit? He was confident of his own ability. And they finish off strongly, very strongly to Pakistan. 5-time champions. And they've restricted South Africa to... they're also asking if it was a wide because it was down the leg side, but the umpire clearly says, you can hear him there, yes, it was down the leg side, but inside the line.
But also the batsman moved to the offside, which makes umpires generally give the decision in favour of the bowler rather than the batsman. And yes, he was out by miles. So that's the end of the South African innings. They've gone 74 of their 5 allotted overs. Fresco Adams, the shining light for South Africa, well supported by Sarel Erway. So they've managed to get 74, and we'll see how the bowlers fared for Pakistan.
Yeah, Sami, Anwar Ali, Sohail Tanvir, Sohail Khan, their lead bowlers. But look at that, the least experience of the 4, Hamad Azam, just the 7 runs in that final over, and a disappointing performance from South Africa. How the game can change. They've recorded the highest score of the tournament, and now the lowest score of the tournament from the same team.
Yeah. That's why they call it. It's a funny game, cricket, isn't it?
And that's our extra commentator that we have out there in the stands. He's been keeping everyone entertained. But meantime, we've got another match to think about, and I think Catherine is standing by with the 2 captains.
Sure am. It's time for the toss for the 3rd last match of the day between Bangladesh and Australia. Saif Hassan and John Hastings join me. Bangladesh, you will do the toss. John, your call.
Heads.
Heads it is. And it's tails. So, Bangladesh, what would you like to do?
Well, bat first.
Bat first. That's what you've done all day. What's your reason behind that? Didn't really work for you last time.
Yeah, the 1 over went bad for us. That really turned the game up. So we'll try to make up that over. Then it's okay. Everything.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
So, John, you have to bowl first. Were you going to pick that anyway?
Yeah, we were. We're working on the same principle as last time, try and just see what we've got to chase down, but hopefully not as many wides this time.
Now, I'll be honest, did you give the boys a little bit of a spray after that first game?
Oh, just a small one. As I said, there was a bit too many extras, so yeah, look, see how we go. It's great.
What's a small spray like?
Just a real small one, just a, boys, come on, let's lift, that's it.
Just that?
Yeah.
Is that?
Pretty much.
John, good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So there we have it. Bangladesh won the toss and have elected to bat for the 3rd time today.
Yeah, that's Catherine talking about giving each other a spray. Catherine's been giving a few of the captains a bit of a spray every time they've come out to toss, but that's what's happened in the match so far. Disappointing effort from the South African batsman. A good start in the first over and a half, and then it all went wrong. Accurate bowling from the experienced Pakistan lineup. Mohammad Sami picking up that wicket, and then Anwar Ali, the rest of them, Anwar Ali, Sohail Khan. Hamad Azam bowled an excellent last over to restrict South Africa. They just didn't get going. That was Anwar Ali getting that cotton bowl. And those big hits were few and far between. A couple of clever shots from South Africa, but it just was not enough. That's what they finished with. In South Africa, that was Sohail Khan. But a marvellous last over from Hamad Azam meant that South Africa, with a couple of run-outs in there, that was the last wicket. Look at that determination from the bowler. They bowled well, they fielded well, they took their catches, and Pakistan should be favourites to make it 2-2 because they only have to go at 15 runs and over to pick up their 75 needed on their way to a possible 6th title here in Hong Kong. Lots more cricket still to come. We've got this run chase for Pakistan, but we saw that toss between Bangladesh and Australia. Bangladesh opting to bat first, so both teams pretty happy with that. And two more games after that on day 1 of the 2017 Hong Kong Sixers. Awais Shah alongside me in the commentary box. Should be a walk in the park for Pakistan's batsmen. Having said that, they're a team of bowlers, so South Africa will feel that they can still rattle them.
Yeah, and not to forget, South Africa, a very good fielding team, and they've held their catches right throughout the first two games that they've played. And look, it's like we mentioned earlier, cricket's a funny game. Anything can happen. Yes, we know Pakistan are in front here because they're chasing the lowest total of the tournament so far. So if these batsmen can get going at the top of the order, Pakistan should cruise home. But like you mentioned, they are a group of bowlers, so pressure's on their batters. Here we go.
Cornet Dry will start off the first over. And they need a lot more of that. Play and a miss from Hamad Azam.
Yeah, the ball seems to have bounced a little bit, just short of a length. I think Maharoof from Sri Lanka got a few to bounce, just short of a length. That's the kind of length where the ball sort of bounced and almost kicked. Threw it through to the keeper. Heaved away to the leg side by young Azam.
Just the one off two balls, and what South Africa should take heart from is if you look at the batting lineup, you've got Hamad Azam and Sahibzada Farhan, who are really their only recognised batsmen in a sense. I mean, everyone else is an all-rounder. There's Sohail Tanveer, there's Anwar Ali, Sohail Khan, Mohammad Sami. None of them recognised batsmen. So South Africa are smart. They'll know this. They'll have done their homework on the opposition.
Yes, and a good bit of bowling there by South Africa. Young Cornet Dry, back of a length, gets a bit of a tangle, the Pakistani batsman. So a quiet start at the moment from Pakistan.
That should be taken. Is Cornet Dry under it? He is. He's not going to drop it off his own bowling. And that's the perfect start for South Africa when they're defending a low total. Pakistan lose an early wicket and it could be fun and games here in Hong Kong.
Well, we mentioned that earlier at the start of their innings. Anything can happen. They are a group of bowlers who haven't got that many experienced batsmen. See the back of one of their openers. Gets it high on the bat, try to slog it away. Cornet Dry did not look like dropping that catch. In walks the captain, Sohail Tanveer. Striding in at 3. Amal on strike.
That's a good shot. That is a wonderful shot. Clean hitting, good cricket shot. First boundary of the innings.
Yeah, muscled away down the ground. It was in the slot. Ahmad didn't miss that.
That is going to be a Virgin Atlantic maximum. Not the best finish to the over. It was a good over till that point for Cornet Dry. But 6 of the last ball to Hamad means Pakistan still not on course in terms of a run rate. I think both teams will be reasonably happy with the progress of that over. South Africa getting a wicket, Pakistan a boundary and a 6 to finish with.
Here's Dry trying to test young Hamad, see how good he is against a short ball. Hamad didn't disappoint, swivels on it, well in front of square. Managed to get it just in front for a 6. Just have a quick look at there. Bang, swivels on it. Bit of encouragement by the captain.
It wasn't the worst delivery to finish with. Just needed that contact.
Oh yeah, that's out of here. Sohail Tanveer starting his account with a 6.
He's had plenty of batting experience up the order this year. Did it for his franchise in the Caribbean Premier League. Reminded us of it at the toss, how much he's enjoying batting. Now that he's captaining, he can put himself exactly where he feels like batting. they've got good lineup, the boys in Guyana. Still had to push a couple of guys down the order to make sure he opened the batting. Whoops, that's coming straight towards the commentary box. And we were all getting out of the way there. Missed us by about 1.5 foot.
But it's a monster there by Sohail Tanvir. Again, in the slot. And a player of Tanvir's quality is not going to miss out on that.
Yeah, that's gone into the neighbour's backyard.
But that's 3 in a row for Sohail Tanvir, and he's on fire.
There's Bowls Club right next door. I'm hoping no one's playing there.
That's high up in the air. Oh, what a catch. What a catch.
Stand up and take a bow. That is outstanding. That is magnificent. Sohail Tanvir is livid with himself. He timed the previous 2 deliveries so well. This one went about 40 stories high. And the captain of South Africa, Aubrey Swanepoel, took the catch of his life.
Yes, a very smart catch there by Mr. Swanepoel, the captain. Makes good ground, gets to it, keeps his composure. He completes a very smart catch. So that's the end of Sohail Tanvir. South Africa keep picking up wickets. Pakistan are 29 for 2.
Captain catches captain. He must have run about 30 yards there. And what about the reaction? It's almost as if he does that every day. Takes the catch, tosses it to his keeper, almost goes back to his fielding position.
Swept away this time to the square leg boundary. So rather expensive. So Sayub Bokwe for South Africa. Still got 1 ball to go.
22 already. Make that. Oh dear. Has that gone straight? Oh dear. I hope that photographer managed to defend himself. (26) of that over from Sayub Bokwe.
Again in the slot for the Pakistan batsman. I've got a feeling the cameraman's copped a blow back of his head.
Yeah, luckily it was probably a ricochet off the board. Otherwise it would have been a much harder blow.
Well, the captain's in the attack. Right arm off break bowler. This will be an interesting viewing to see how the Pakistan players play young Swanepoel. Just eased into the offside by young Hamad, who moves on to 19 off his 6 balls that he's faced. That's 4 more to Pakistan. Hamad moving on to 23 off 7 balls now. Pakistan needing 31 more runs. Well, that's been called a no ball. Just want to remind the viewers that there's no free hit in this competition. Ahmad using his feet. Bangs it down the deep mid on, just for a single. So the equation, 30 runs off 16 balls required. Oh, that's got to hurt the captain of South Africa. Smart bit of fielding. Although conceding just a single, it's got to sting. Hit very firmly back. Tell you what, he's definitely stopped a 4 there. Oh, that banged away over deep square legs. Had 6 runs. That's just a gift. An absolute gift for Pakistan. Again, halfway down. And great bit of batting there by young Hamad, who swats it for 6 more and walks off to retire for Pakistan. So he retires on 36, just off 10 balls, and Swanepoel proving very costly for South Africa. Still got 1 ball to go. There, bangs it away, walks off.
We knew the equation there. He got to 30, hit at 6, and off he went.
So Sohail Khan walks to the wicket. Still 17 required by Pakistan. Sohail Khan has swatted that over deep mid off for 6. First ball that he's faced. So that's the end of Swanepoel's over. 27 conceded off that. Pakistan move on to 64 for 2 at the end of 3 overs.
Have a look
Another look at that
close that
6. Nearly got it to the Hubler sign, missed it by a couple of feet. Still yet to see a 12 hit in this competition. So we got Fresco Adams coming on. Swanepoel, South Africa captain, realising he needs to get his death bowler into the game. Maybe try and get the pressure on Pakistan by picking up perhaps the odd wicket here. Starts with a wide.
Of Pakistan, Anwar Ali, Sohail Khan. That's how close it was to 12.
Well, that's 6 more to Pakistan. Lovely clean striking there by Anwar Ali. Knocks up the Virgin Atlantic 153rd 6 of the tournament.
Yeah, first they were targeting the commentary box, now they're targeting the cameraman.
Playing a miss by Anwar Ali.
I'm wondering always, for hitting the Hublot sign, you get 12 runs. What's the prize for hitting our cameraman? You get to share in that camera. They're expensive cameras.
Oh, well, a couple of dot balls there for South Africa. Oh, no. It's been given a wide. The bowling team can't believe it.
Scores are level. And the fast bowling duo will complete the job for Pakistan. And they dutifully do it with a nicely flicked boundary by Anwar Ali.
Yes, so Pakistan cruised to victory in only 3.3 overs. Win by 4 wickets. It's almost a walk in the park for Pakistan to get the lowest total of the tournament so far.
Well, that was simple stuff for the Pakistanis. South Africa started the tournament really well. That'll be their last match of the group stage. 2 out of 3 victories. They'll be pretty happy with their efforts despite losing this one to Pakistan. Pakistan have got 2 out of 2. It's a wonderful setting here at the Kowloon Cricket Club. Crowd starting to come in later in the afternoon. And it was Hamad Azam, after an excellent last over, when he bowled 36 of 10. The maximum possible without hitting the Hublot sign is what you can score is 36. Retired And then it was Sohail Tanveer, Anwar Ali and Sohail Khan finishing the job for Pakistan, chasing down the lowest score posted in the first innings of the tournament.
Yeah, look at the bowling lineup after Corny drive first over. There wasn't really much to write home about for South African bowling. I know they were only defending a very small total, but their bowling obviously went the distance. So Pakistan win the game by 4 wickets. We had good contribution by Hamad for the Pakistan batsmen. Unfortunately, the South African bowlers could not defend their modest total.
And they've been well supported, that's for sure. Got big crowds coming in, but wherever you look at crowds, as Ovesh Shah and I were talking just a few minutes ago, the Indians, the Pakistanis, they all turn up in big numbers, and the Pakistanis certainly have turned up with their flags and their fans. Meanwhile, we've got a player down with Kathy. Kathy, who have you got?
Yes, I'm here with Hamad Azam. Congratulations, great performance. Must be happy with that one.
Yeah, of course. It was a very important game for my team and for myself as well. So I'm happy.
Now, Sixers cricket, it's very different to any other cricket that we see usually played. What are you making of it so far?
Yeah, it is it's a great experience and a fun cricket for me, and that's my 3rd time. So I'm enjoying it so far.
What about the other boys?
Of course, they are enjoying it.
What do they make of this ground? It's quite small.
Yeah, and a new experience for them as well, and it's really nice. You get a break from the other cricket, so it is nice.
Now, what do you make of MCC? You've got them coming up next.
Yeah, we need to win the game. We have to make the rhythm. So gonna be a good game.
I heard they went out on the town last night, so they might be a little bit tired by the time you guys play each other.
Sorry, come again?
I think they went out last night and had a bit of a good time, so they might be a bit tired by the time they play you.
Yeah, of course. As long as we are winning, we won the 2 games with a big margin, so our morale is really high. So hope we will win the game.
Well, good luck for it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
At the moment on points anyway, with 2.6.
Yeah, they're all supporting even the runner-up team on that occasion. South Africa, they've got the hard hats on to watch out for the big sixes. And that's what happened in the Pakistan innings. Despite that effort from Corny Dry, it was just Pakistan all the way in the run chase. Hamad Azam was the man of the moment for them, with the ball, with the bat. Sohail Tanveer, some big hits, and even though he got out, the damage was done by then. Those were 2 massive hits from Sohail Tanveer. How about this? One of the catches of the tournament, without a doubt. Obrish Vanipur ran about 30 yards and just plucked it out of thin air.
That was Hamad with his fireworks there, favouring the leg side during his innings. Very well aware that he was on 31 to retire. Make sure you hit it for 6 at the last ball, and then the Pakistani bowlers finishing off with a flourish. So Pakistan rampant to victory in only 3.3 overs.